Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching, email coaching, as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. I also have some self-study courses about manifesting your specific person. So if you're interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. In today's video, I want to address the topic of fear when manifesting, specifically fearing failure, fearing that your desire may not manifest despite all the techniques that you're doing. And I've talked about this before, but today I want to tackle it from a different perspective, because I want to help you guys understand where this fear is coming from. And once you understand that, it will become much easier to overcome it. So this is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. So all of us who are conscious manifestors and who are living this lifestyle of doing our inner work towards the mastery of our thoughts, our emotions, our assumptions, our beliefs, our expectations, our energy, and so on, knowing that we're going to see it externalized in our 3D reality, have definitely at one time or another experienced this fear that the inner work and the inner practice that we're doing is not going to result to anything, and we might still fail in manifesting our desires. This is very common, you guys. This is universal. All of us go through it, especially when it comes to desires that matter to us or desires that we have resistance to. We all know this fear of failure. What if I'm doing all of this in vain? What if it doesn't work? What if my desire doesn't manifest after all? And while that feeling and the experience of that fear of failure are common, most people actually don't have an awareness of where this fear is coming from. So today in this video, I wanted to go a little deeper and explain to you guys that this fear that you're feeling, what if it doesn't manifest? What if I fail? What if I'm doing all of this in vain? The fear you're actually experiencing is not the fear of not getting your desire. The fear you're experiencing, the real fear, is about the feelings that are associated with not getting your desire. In other words, you are preemptively afraid of the pain you might feel, the hurt you might feel, the discouragement you might feel, the stress or the anxiety you might feel at the lack of your desire, the uncertainty you may feel without your desire, or the sadness or the loneliness or the disappointment, and so on. All these feelings that your mind associates with pain. In other words, what you're afraid of in reality, you're afraid of the pain you may feel and experience if you don't get your desire. And I think this is a very important distinction to make and a very important thing to realize, because this can actually help you detach from needing your desire so much, being so desperate about your desire, being so obsessed with it, and so on. It's not really the failure that you're afraid of. Instead, you're afraid of all the feelings and emotions that you anticipate to feel if that failure materializes, if you fail to materialize your desire. So having that knowledge that what you're actually fearing is your emotions, your own feelings, and nothing really that will happen or will not happen or may not happen in the external world. It's your own internal feelings and emotions that you're afraid of. You can now start disentangling that fear, taking it apart, for the purpose of actually eventually overcoming it. So you see then why we always say everything originates within, everything comes from within yourself. It's not the external event that is causing you the fear. It's your own feelings, it's your own self that is causing you the fear. So once you know and realize and understand that, first of all, the fear of failure, I'm sure, automatically becomes much, much less in your mind. Because you realize that it's not that huge, big, important external event that you're fearing, but instead you're only fearing your own feelings. So then once you start realizing that it's your own feelings that you're afraid of, you start overcoming that fear through the exact same means, through using your feelings to cure your own feelings. If you know that it's only and just your feelings that you're fearing, you also know that by the same feelings, you can tell yourself that I'm okay. No matter what, I'm okay because I have control of my feelings. My feelings come from me, and I am above and beyond my feelings. I know that at my core, I am whole, complete, fulfilled, and I am lacking nothing. So those feelings, or those anticipated and feared feelings of sadness, depression, anxiety, distress, discouragement, disappointment, pain, hurt, cannot actually hurt me in reality. They cannot hurt me at my core, because at my core, I am pure consciousness, and I am above and beyond my thoughts and my feelings. Nothing can really hurt me because my consciousness, who I am at my core, the pure unconditioned consciousness, my I am, as Neville would call it, cannot be hurt by anything. So now that I realize that the whole object of my fear is just my own feelings, I also automatically know that I can approach those feelings, I can stop fearing them anymore, I can be compassionate towards them, but at the same time, I also know that I am above and beyond them. And as such, I'm always going to be okay no matter what. Whether I'm happy or I am sad, this still comes from me, and I can always change it. And there is nothing in the external world that can actually hurt me, because the hurt comes from me, and I am above and beyond the hurt. So by doing this process, by realizing who you are at your core, how you are above and beyond your feelings and your emotions, how your fear is not towards an external event or the failure to materialize an external event, but it's actually towards your own feelings, your own self, you can start overcoming that fear of failure by realizing that, guess what? No matter what, you're okay, and you're always going to be okay, and there is nothing that can change that, because at your core, you're pure consciousness, and nothing, no one, nothing external can do anything about that and can hurt that fact. So realizing that you can actually overcome your fear in this way goes a long, long way in helping you detach from feeling obsessed and desperate about your desire, which also comes hand in hand with that fear of failure, that anxiety, that what if what I'm doing is in vain? What if it doesn't work? What if I don't get what I want? Once you realize that you're not afraid of not getting what you want, you're afraid of being hurt by not getting what you want, but that you're also above and beyond that hurt and that pain, because it all originates in you, and you always have the ability to be in control of how you feel and what you give attention and importance to and what you attach to and what you detach from. There truly is nothing to fear, you guys. Even if your manifestation were to not materialize, which there's no way it's not going to materialize if you keep consistent at it, but even if it were to not materialize, it doesn't matter. You're not hurt. You're going to be okay. You're always going to be fine, no matter what. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.